this. Okay. So where were we?
We configured the cluster.
We configured the cluster, Windows cluster on node 1, I guess, right? Let's get this machine start up. First, we'll go for Active Directory. Okay, what were the other two steps that were left? Configuring the shared. Oh, okay. Okay. Am I audible to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Is my screen not visible to you? No, I guess not. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Active Directory is running, node 1 is running. There is one. Start this. Okay, for this setup, if you guys want, you can add few more nodes as well, if you wish to, right? Like for quorum also, we can add additional node. I'll be configuring this only because I'm sorry. Asha, are you saying something? You're not audible to me. Okay, somebody was saying something. Okay, no problem. So what I was saying is that in case you guys have storage, you can go for another drive, another node, right? So we can configure another node we can use that node for quorum, right? Why I am going for this particular setup, Active Directory node 1 and node 2, because most of us do not have enough space, or the store, like the resources are not enough, right? I don't want to get into this. So just this small thing is affecting me. So what I was thinking was that we should have a setup wherein everybody is comfortable. Are we good with this? So you guys are free. If you want to add another node just for quorum setup, you can add it. Okay. Anyways, so let me check. Where is my Active Directory? Okay. So for this, I remember, I don't know. I'm not sure. As far as I think, I should have told you that we need to log in as administrator in all three nodes. Did I say that the other day?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be logging in as administrator. Here. Okay. So we are good, I guess. Let me go to node 1 and check. So how do we check if the cluster is ready or not?
CLU admin. Yes.
Yeah. So we have our cluster prepared in here, right? How do we check the IP address of the cluster? We go here, simply we click here. This is the IP. Okay. This is how we check it. Okay. So we are good till here. We can directly go ahead and we can set up the storage, right? Where do we set up the storage? Node 1, node 2, Active Directory. Any idea?
I think you can activate.
You think Active Directory? Others? Sai, Asha, Ratnshekar. Ratnshekar, I'll call you Shekhar, man. Your name is very big. Okay, so I'll call you Shekhar. Okay, so Sai, Shekhar, Asha, Suchit, what do you think?
Node 1.
Node 1. Okay. So Sunil thinks AD, Asha thinks node 1. Sai, what do you think? Sai, are you there?
Yeah, Siddharth.
Yeah, what do you think? What node do we have to configure this thing? The drive, shared drive.
Shared drive, we have to configure all the nodes.
All the nodes, obviously, but where will we start? Like, see, configuring it obviously will be in all the node, but we'll have to start up with the software, right?
Main node. Main node.
Main node is node 1.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just,
Active Directory is the main server, I think so.
okay. So it is the domain server. You think that we'll go for after the domain server?
Yes.
No problem. Let me just, yeah, okay. Okay. So for the shared storage, let me tell you what all things will. Okay, so I'm not going with a third-party storage software or something. I'm going with the inbuilt one that we already have in the VMware. Okay, in the VirtualBox. Okay, so we'll be using ISCSI. Okay, this software. Okay, we all have it, so we don't have to download it from somewhere. We don't have to rush here and there. Are we good with this? This should actually be like comfortable for us. Okay, what does this mean? ISCSI. It simply stands for Internet Small Computer Systems. Okay, it is, what should I say? It works on TCP/IP basis, right? So on top of the TCP/IP, and it allows this thing is Small Computer System Interface command to be sent end to end. Okay, this should be enough to understand this thing. Maximum we need to know is we should know the name of the software that we need. Okay, so it is inbuilt. You don't have to download it from anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay, we can directly use it through the VirtualBox. Okay, first thing is this. Second, as I asked you what node or which server we'll be using, as it is the domain server, we'll be using the AD server only. Okay, Active Directory. How many drives do we need? We need one data drive, correct? Then we need one log drive, if I'm not wrong. Please stop me if I'm going wrong somewhere. Okay. Then we might need a backup drive. Correct. Then we need a temp drive. Correct. Am I wrong somewhere? Guys, speak up. Are these correct? I don't know if you guys are there or not.
Yes, Siddharth.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll be working on AD server, that is the Active Directory. Active Directory. I am very sorry. Okay, so we'll be configuring these many drives. We'll be configuring data drive, log drive, backup drive, tempdb, and we'll need one more for quorum. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now there is a problem with the storage thing. How much storage do we have in Active Directory? What has happened to Active Directory? Okay, how much storage do we have in here? Let's go. Let's check. Active Directory. We can go. Can just click here. We started with 25 GB, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and we have 16 GB free space, right? And we need to configure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drives in 15 GB. How much can we use?
3 5 is 15.
We can, yeah, exactly. We can use 3 GB per drive, right? Correct. So we'll be using 3 GBs per drive. Okay. For AD, we'll be using 3 GB. Sorry, where am I? Okay. For AD, we'll be using 3 GB. Okay. Let me put it in brackets so you know. Okay. For data drive, we'll be using 3 GB. For log drive, we'll be using 3 GB. Okay, for backup drive, we can use 3 GB. For temp DB, we can use 3 GB. And for quorum, we don't need a lot of space. We will be good at 1 GB. Okay. So how much storage do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 GB is gone. 1 GB. 16 GB. Okay. And
Yes.
in total, we have 16 GB in here.
Yes. 16.2
What we
GB.
can do, right? So what we can do for, see, the more load we'll put in on the machine, the slower the machine go. So these two drives are not compulsory. Okay. Backup drive and temp-db. Temp-db can be stored on log, backup can be stored in the data drive. Correct? Correct.
Yes.
We obviously,
Yes,
we are not going to load data in terabytes, right? We are just going to this thing, install all of these things so we know how it works, right? So what we'll do for everybody's comfort, we'll skip these two for now. Okay. If somebody thinks that, okay, I want to go for all of these drives, they are free. I am not stopping you to do this. Okay. But if you think that, okay, what I think is personally, let me just remove this. This should be enough. This should be enough. Why have I given AD a 3 GB? I'm sorry about this. Okay. So we'll count from here. Okay. So this setup is enough. 3 GB, 3 GB, 6 GB, and 1 GB for quorum, right? If you think that, okay, I want to go for everything, go for everything. Add this as well. So it will be 3 for the 12, 13 GB would do it, right? So if you want, you can go for all of it. If you want me as well to go for all of it, I'll go for it. No problem, right? But anybody who thinks that, okay, I don't want to fill up all the space of my machines, they can go for 3 of the drives. Okay. Are we good till here, guys? You're not responding.
Yes,
I am feeling as if I am talking to myself. Okay. So this should be enough. So are we good? Can we move forward without wasting any time?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go to the Active Directory. Here we have 16 GB as we can see. Okay. What do we need to do? How would we install the ISCSCI? How have we been installing things till time on the machine?
Yeah, machine settings.
See, we always go for the server manager only. We simply go to add roles and features, correct?
Yes.
This time we'll go for file and storage services. Okay, as simple as that. Click here. We'll come here. Can you see this ISCSI?
Yes.
Click on this. Once you click here, you'll get this option to install the target server. Okay. Click on this. You'll get this setup. Okay. Once you get this setup, simply, this is already selected. If you can see file and storage services, do not select anything apart from this. You don't need to. Okay. Just simply, this is already selected. What will we do? We will click next. No need to select anything. Next, install. As simple as that. Okay. Simply go to AD. Okay. Server manager, file and storage, select ISCSI. Okay. Some people call it SQL or something, but I call it ISCSI. I am not comfortable with SQL or something. Okay. Click ISCSI, select the file and storage. It would already be selected. Just click next and install. Are we good? Okay. It says that it has been installed successfully. Let me close it. Okay. So it might take some time. Let me refresh it. Okay, so till the time, okay, so now we have another option in here. It says to create virtual disk. Okay, it says we can click here to create virtual disk. Okay, before I go here, can somebody tell me, is it possible to configure clustering without heartbeat? Asha, what do you think?
No.
No. Okay, Sunil.
No.
No. Sai. Suchit. Shekhar. Shekhar would be typing, right? Sai. Where is Suchit gone? Suchit, are you there?
Yes, Siddha.
Yeah, what do you think? Without heartbeat, can we configure clustering? Okay, so the answer is, without wasting any time, I don't know how much time you guys will take to think. We can. The only thing is, Asha and Sunil, we'll have to set up this storage thing everywhere in all the nodes, right? Sometimes we might have 4 or 5 nodes. We might have 6, 7, 11 nodes, right? It gets very complicated. So it is better to always go with Heartbeat. It is actually secure as well with for us to go with Heartbeat, right? However, again, I'm telling you, this is not our pain. This all thing, everything that we are going to do is, whose pain is this?
Windows.
Windows Teams pain, right? Why are we doing this? So we know what all things we have. In case some error comes up, we should know what to tell them, right? Okay, I have a problem with the Heartbeat, right? I have the problem with the public IP. I have a problem with the cluster setup, right? We should at least be aware of the things. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to click on this to create an ISCS virtual disk. Okay, this screen would come up. What do we need to select? Okay, it is already selected. It says we have the selected volume has 16.3 GB. Do you want to make any changes to this, or do you want to configure through this? What do I need to do? I'll go yes.
Next.
Correct. Let's name it. What should I name it? What should I name it? Virtual disk name. Give me a name. Array, give me any name, man. Let's go for B01. Okay, click next. Go ahead. B01 cluster. I'll go with this. Are we good? Okay. Let's press next. Okay. How many GBs do we need to give it? Let me call it the data. So we know what drive it is. Okay. Next, I want to give it 3 GB, right? For data file drive, we decided to give 3 GB only, right? 3 GB should be sufficient. I am going for fixed only because dynamic will actually keep expanding it, right? So I just want it to be 3 GB. Okay, let's press next. What do we need to select? We already do not have any target, so we will go with a new ISCSI target, right? Next, specify target name. What should I name it? Okay, let me go back. Let me call it this B01 cluster. We can specify the target name there, right? Okay. Cluster, next. Here we'll call it data. Okay. Next. Do we need to add something? Right? We'll add nodes, right? We'll go here. We'll select IP address. Tell me what IP should I select? What IP do I need to select, guys? What was the IP of
Third.
node 1?
It's 192.168.1.1.
No. I'm talking about the public IP. I guess it was 1, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Just click OK. Let me add one more. Here, go with IP 10.10.10.2, correct? I guess active directory was 100, right? Okay, so we have 2 of these nodes here. Can we go next? Let's press next. What do I need to do here? I won't do anything. I'll just simply click next and we'll create. Okay, seems to be done. Let's close this. So let it clear. Let it get initialized. Okay. So it is done. What do I need to do now? I will have to add the storage to node 1 and node 2 as well, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So what do we do now? We'll again go to the next machine, node 1. Let me unlock this. Okay, so let me. Okay, we are here. What do we need to do here?
File and store the services.
So see, we created that there. Okay, now we need to add the storage, right? We will simply click the Windows button. Okay, and we'll search for ISCSI initiator. Okay, it is already there. We simply need to click the initiator, this one. Okay, it will ask, do you want to start the services? Yes, because it would be down automatically. We'll have to manually start it. Okay, so now it is asking for an IP. What IP do I need to give? We'll be giving the IP of Active Directory. Okay, are we good? Connect. Yes, done. It shows successful, right? Login successful. Okay, we are good. Now what do we need to do?
In node 2.
We'll be going to node 2 and we'll be doing the same thing. Okay. Windows key, CSI initiator, double click. Yes. What IP do I need to give? AD, quick connect. This is the machine. It is already connected. Login succeeded. Done. Okay. Are we good? Clear? Now we have to add the drive to our machine. Correct? What machine do I need to go first? We'll go to node 1, right? And we'll search for what am I going to do? We are going to manage the disks, right? So we'll be going to disk management, right? How do we go for disk management? What do I need to write? Disk mgmt.msc. Press enter. Here we are. Let me expand this. Can you see this disk 1? Can you see this? We have one C drive in here, right?
Yeah,
And
3
we have
GB analog.
one, 3 GB that we actually tried to allocate it, but it is in black color. Okay. How do we, like, which it says that it is offline. How do we bring it online?
Right click from there.
Right click here. We won't get any option. So we'll be right clicking here. Okay. Bring it online. It says it is not initialized. So right click again and initialize the disk. Okay. Disk 1. Yes, we'll press OK. Okay. So it says that it is back online, but it is still not blue, which basically means it is still not online. If let's go and check it here. You cannot see the disk in here, right? So let me minimize this. Right click here now. Click to new simple volume. Next. Do we need to make any changes here? No, I'll simply go next. Okay. What drive do you want to name it? Is E drive okay with you?
Yes.
Yes, I am okay with E drive. Okay. Or do we have a D drive? Okay, this CD-ROM. Okay, no problem. We'll keep it E. Okay. If you want, we can change the name as well. Just make sure that all nodes have the same name. Okay. Everywhere we need to have the same name. Okay. Else it won't work for us, guys. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what I will do is, it is okay for me. I'll press next. Do we need to make any changes here? No. We can name it. Let's call it data. We are creating it for data only, right? So let me click next, finish. See, now it is saying that it is healthy and it is in the primary partition. Let me go here. Let me check it. Do we have the drive here? See, we gave it to 3 GB. We have 2.97 GB available. Obviously, we don't have 100% available. I don't know, some pre settings must be there. Okay, so same thing will be there. Even if you'll have, even in your organization, they might give you 1 terabyte, 10 terabyte, right? You won't have 100% space available. That I guess is common. Everybody knows this. So I am not going to explain this thing. Okay, what I need to do now, I'll go to node 2 again. We'll do the same thing here. Windows R, what do I need to write?
Disk mgmt.ms.
Disk mgmt.msc, enter. Let me expand this. We have it here as well. Right click, online. Oh, why? The operation failed to complete because the disk management console view is not up to date. Refresh the view by using the refresh task. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What we can do is, let me go to node 1, go to action, rescan the disks. Okay, so it is scanned. Let me go back. Let me click here again. Let me rescan the disk. Okay, do not refresh, guys. Go for rescanning. Okay, now right click, online. Is it online? We don't have to do anything else here. We don't have to do anything else. Okay, we should be good. Okay, are we good? Let me just rescan it again here. So this is what we have to do in every node, every server that we have. Okay, if we have a primary node, obviously we'll be doing it there. Then we'll be doing the same thing in all secondary node. It is just once that we have to set up all of those things, right? From the second disk onward, we don't have to cover everything. Okay, it will be very, very simple. Just follow the same steps and you are good to go. Are we good till here?
Yes.
Okay, so first we have to add the common storage to all the nodes. Once we add the storage to all the nodes, then only we can make it as a shared drive. So once we have a drive in every node, all the drive, data drive, log drive, quorum, right, in all the nodes, then only we can make it as shared drive. These are not shared drives. If you go here, where am I? If you go here and we can see it here, is it a shared drive? It is just a drive, right? How would we know that it is a shared drive? It should have some changes, correct?
Yes.
So we'll talk about it once we actually set it up. Okay, so let me minimize this again. What do I need to do in here now? What do I need to do in here now? We'll go back to AD, Active Directory. Where is that? Where is that directory? What do I need to do now? We'll right click on this canvas. Here, if you can see, it says new ISCSI virtual disk, right? Data is prepared. Data we have configured in both the disks. Okay, what I need to do in here is I will click here. Let me bring it up. Okay, again, I will have to give the disk, right? We don't have that 3 GB in here, right? If we see here, we have a 3 GB disk in here. If we go here in node 1, where is node 1? That was node 1. We have a 3 GB space in here, correct? So again, we'll have to give that 3 GB space to the nodes, correct? So what we will do is, we'll go here, we'll again allot the same space. Again, we'll be going for the same process. No, we don't. We'll simply select next. Okay, 1 second. Can you see now how much space do we have? We previously had how much? 16.2, right? 16.2 or 3 whatsoever. Now we have 13 because we have utilized the 3 GB there, right? Now let's go to next. What do we need to call it? What will we call it, guys?
B0 cluster.
B01. You can call it log as well here as well. No problem. Okay. Okay. Let me go next. Specified disk is already used. Okay. So I'll just call it. I'll call it log1. Okay, let me call it log. Next. How much space do we need to give it? 3 GB again. We don't need to go for dynamically expanding or something. Okay. Next. We already have existing target. Click here and press next. Okay. We don't have to mess around again. Okay. We won't have to do this new simple and all of those things. We simply select the target and we create. Okay. It is done. Now what do we need to do? Let's close it. Now we have it here. Let it just get initialized. We should have called it data only. No problem. Okay, so it is done. Now what do we need to do? We'll be going to node 1, correct?
Yes.
What do we need to do there?
Disk
Disk management again. Click there. Okay, let me open this. Where is that disk? Okay, do we have it now?
Yes.
Just remember, guys, do not refresh this screen because refreshing it would not help. Okay, it would not help you. Right? Always go for scanning. Okay, scan that is that, then only we'll get it. What do I need to do here? Right click here would not help. So we'll right click here. We'll bring it online. We'll again right click here. We'll initialize the disk. Okay, we are good to go. Now right click on this canvas, new simple volume. Next. F will be okay, or do you want to go for any other alphabet? If it is a log file, we can select L as well. Correct? Next, finish. Okay, seems to be healthy and it seems to be available. Correct. Let me go here. Let me check. Okay, L drive is available now. Okay. Oh, we did one thing. We did not name it. So we can change the name from here. Change it. L is okay. Cancel this. How do we rename it?
Yeah, there itself we can rename otherwise. Not here. There.
Here? Here?
No. There in my computer.
Achha, here.
Yes, there it will.
Here you're saying.
Yes.
You can rename it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let's call it D. Sorry, log, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Sunil. So we can, and we have a data drive and log drive. I was calling it a share drive. So we have it in node 1. Okay, let me minimize this. Let me go to node 2. We'll be doing the same thing again. Correct? Rescan for disk. We don't have a disk here. Do we have a disk here? Yes, we do have a disk. Simply we'll right click, bring it online, right click. Oh, it is okay. We don't have to initialize. Okay, right click. And what do we need to do now? Do we need to do anything? We don't need to do anything. It is already healthy. It is online.
Yes.
See, why would we do anything? It is online. Correct. So it is working. We'll simply go here and we'll rescan it just to keep it healthy. And we know that there is nothing, no error coming up. Okay. So now we have a data drive. Now we have a log drive. What do we need now? What do we need? We just need a quorum. Correct. Okay. So we will be minimizing this. We'll be going to our Active Directory again. Right click here, new disk. Next, let me call it quorum, or we should call it something else. Quorum would be good, right? Yeah, let me call it quorum. Next, 1 GB is more than enough for quorum. Okay. Next, because it has no purpose other than just keeping a look, right? What is a quorum? What does it do? What does a quorum do?
It checks the system failure, server failure, and connects to the nodes.
Correct. Okay, so we have this existing data. Yes, click here. Next. Are we good here? One second. We did not give it a name. Oh, you're here. Okay. Set. Just a second, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so what do we need to do in here? Why didn't we give it a name here? We'll click here. We'll select the same file. We go next. Are we good? Can we create a file? Okay, let's go ahead. What do we do now? It is completed. We'll go to node 1 and we'll do the same thing, correct? Here, action, rescan. Where is the file? Okay, here it is. Right click, bring it online. Right click, initialize. Okay. What did I do? I need to go into next. What drive do I need to give it? Let's call it Q. Next. Let's call it forum. Next. Finish. Okay. So now we have all three here. Now we have all three of this here. Let me just rescan it for you guys. Let me go to node 2. Let me rescan it here as well. Okay, so where is the forum? This is it. Let me bring it online. Okay, so it seems it is good. Okay, let me just rescan it just to be clear of any doubts. Okay, so now let me go to node 1 and let's see how many drives do we have. How many drives do we have now?
3.
We have 3 drives. One is data drive, one is log drive, another one is forum drive. Again, guys, I'm telling you, if you want to go for a backup drive and you want to go for 10 DB separately, you can do that. Okay, I'm not going for it because I don't think that that is compulsory for our setup. But yes, if you will be talking about your organization will have every like for every separate data, they will have a separate drive, right? So your Windows team will actually configure everything for you there. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. So what do I need to do now? I have what are the 4 things that we need to set up the other day? Here we added. So what do we had to do? We had to, where was it? This was the first step, right? We had to give it both the nodes. We had to give it 2 private IPs. We had 2 IPs already, right? We had public IPs available, correct? So we allotted 2 private IPs to the nodes, both the nodes. We assigned the IPs to them. Obviously, it will get assigned automatically, right? Then we configured. What did we configure? What is this failover cluster?
Windows.
Which failover cluster is it?
Windows.
What do we call it?
WSU.
What is the full form?
Yeah, Windows Server Failover Cluster.
Correct. So we configured Windows Server failover cluster in both nodes, right? The setup was configured. Today, what we did, we created the drives. We've
Drives.
yet to create it as a shared drive, right? These are just the drives, correct? Where are they? These are just a drive. How do we know that this is a shared drive or not? Where is it written, or is there a sign that can call it a shared drive? No, right? This is the normal drive. So what do we do? Let me just minimize this. Let me go to node 2 as well. Let me minimize this. Okay. How do we know that this is a shared drive? What do we need to do now? First, tell me what is the quorum and what is the work of a quorum. Asha, what do you think is quorum is, and what does it do?
No, Siddharth.
You don't know? No problem. Suchit? Suchit is not available? Okay, no problem. Shekhar? Any idea what quorum does? Ratna Shekhar, are you there? Okay. Anyways. Sai, do you want to say something? What is a quorum?
Quorum. If the first node fails, when there will be a server failure, the first node, if the first node will fail, the quorum acts within 5 seconds and it will change the location to node 2.
Okay. This 5-second thing is that heartbeat does, right? The node 1 or the primary node will keep checking on the other nodes in every 5 seconds. That is one thing. Witness, as you said, yes, it acts like a witness. We can say that I'm sorry, quorum acts like a witness. Okay, it keeps an eye. What all servers are healthy, what all servers can be taken care, can be failed over to, right? In case your primary server goes down. Okay, so yes, we can technically, it acts as a witness. We can call it as a witness as well, right? It is the assistant to the cluster setup, as you see the master DB is, right? We have a master database. It assists the entire SQL server, right? It knows what is happening, where it is the problem or whatever the activity is going on in the entire SQL server, correct? Similarly, quorum keeps an eye on everything that is going on in clustering. Okay, it will store the information of the owner, who the owner is, what all the things are going on under that particular owner. Okay, it will know. It will actually actively take it will actively participate in the clustering activity. Okay, in case the node 1 or whatever the primary node would be is going down, quorum will take the decision. Okay, primary node is going down. I have 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 or 11 nodes available with me. What or which one the other node will be to which I have to do this failover. Okay, it will check if the second node is healthy or not. It will check if the third node is healthy or not. What if the second node is not healthy? Quorum will know, okay, second node is not healthy, it is not up and running. I can switch to third node. Okay, then there is a question, Sunil, this is for you. The question is, if all the nodes are healthy, why do quorum follows one by one step? Why does it go to node 2, then node 2, node 3, then node 4, node 5, node 6, node 7? Why does it go like that? Sunil?
Yeah. No, no idea.
Okay. You could have said clockwise direction or something.
Okay.
Okay, anyways. It follows the round robin method. It is known as the round robin method. In case anybody asks you in your interview, what is the round robin method? It is just what the quorum follows. It goes one by one. If there are 5 servers available, the quorum will decide node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5, like this. Okay. It is called the round robin method. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. So the quorum will act as a file share witness, or you may also have it as a disk share witness. Most of the organization who have huge servers would call it as a disk share witness because file share option would be problematic. Okay. So are we good? Can we go ahead and configure the quorum?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and configure the quorum. What do I need to do now? Where do I need to go? Where do I need to go?
Node 1.
Node 1. Okay, let's go to node 1. Where should I go to in node 1? Cluster? Yeah. Say yes or no. Okay, no problem. Let's just do one thing. First, add the disks, right? Because without the disk, how would we do it? Okay. Before going there, let's check what roles mean. Okay, what are the roles? What should be the roles? If there will be a cluster setup, even if there is a always on setup, we can check it under this roles. Okay. Let's check the nodes. What are the nodes available and are they good? Are they healthy? Are they up and running? Yes, we have 2 nodes. Both are up and running. Okay. Let me check who is the one second. Let me check who is. How do we check who is the owner? How do we check who is the owner? Array. That day I showed you guys, man. Tell me. Array, this is basic, man. This is ridiculous. If you guys do not even know this. Okay, find it by yourself. No problem. Okay, let me show you storage. We have disks. Do we have any disk in here? But we created disks, right? How many disks did we create? Asha, how many disks did we create? I'm sorry. See, how many disks did we create? 1, 2, 3, right? One is the data drive, another is the log drive. Then we have a quorum drive. So we can add all of these 3 here, right? Then it will be called as the shared drive, correct? Let me check the pool as well. Do we have anything under pool? No, we don't have anything under the pool, right? We need the disk only, right? What we can do in here is we'll go simply to the add disk option. We'll click here. Can you see the 3 drive here? If there will be anything wrong with the disk will never show up here. It can never be available to be converted as a shared drive. Okay, so all 3 of these drives are here. What can we assume? Are these drive healthy? Can be used in the cluster? Yes, we can. It says add disk to the cluster. All 3 can be selected. We'll simply press OK. Okay, so now we have it here. Okay, how do we know that these are now shared drives, not the normal drive? How would we know that? How would we know that? We'll get to it. Let me go to networks. Can you see it now? It says cluster 1 is cluster only and cluster 2 is cluster and client. What does this mean? Which one is the owner then in these 2?
First one.
Cluster only, right click. Oh, sorry, just simply click. We can see the networks, right? Let's go to network connection. Can you see it? Node 1 says both are private. It says up and running. Let me click here. What does it say? It doesn't say anything, right? How would we know which one is the client and which one is the cluster? The cluster only setup would be the owner, correct? This is the client server. Correct? We can change the names as well from here if you want to, but I will later. Okay. First, let's confirm this thing. Do we have any cluster events available? We have not even configured it, right? So let's see if these disks are converted to that or not. Oh, we don't even have any disk in here. This is node 1. You said that, sorry, Sunil, you were saying that node 1 is the owner. Where is the disk? Where are the disks gone? We checked the disk. Asha, what happened to the disks? What happened to the disk? Sai, what happened to the disk? I'm sorry, Asha.
To share the drive.
No, I am asking you. I just showed you the 3 drives, right? When I was making you count the drive in node 1, I didn't even go to Active Directory. I didn't go to node 1, sorry, node 2. Where are the drives gone? We just created these 3 drives, correct?
Yeah.
Then where are these drives? Sunil, what do you think?
Network.
Huh? Networks? Do you want me to go to networks? Yeah. Tell me what to do. Share to the next node. Sai says it has been shared to the next node. Shall I go to node 2? Let me go to node 2. Let me check in here. Says we have only one drive, E drive. Where are the other drives? What happened? Can you see the E drive? It shows as the shared drive, but both of these should also be showing as a shared drive. And why are these not showing? Oh. Okay, guys. However, it is working fine, but it should be showing this icon, all 3 of these. Let me do a failover. Can we do a failover from here? How do we go here? Can you see who is the host? It says there is no cluster event till time. It says there is no cluster event till time. Did we configure a cluster event till time? And it says the host is node 1, right? But it is showing the drives here. How is this possible? We don't have any drive here, right? Okay, for you guys, it should show like this. Okay, this is how we actually check if the drive is getting shared or not. Okay, I don't know why it is not showing, but it should. I'll check it. No problem. Okay, so it says that node 1 is the current host. Okay, witness, we don't have any witness. Who will be the witness? And how do we configure it? So let's go configure a quorum. Right click on the cluster name. Go to more action. Can you see configure cluster quorum settings? Click here. Next. What do you want to do here? Use default quorum configuration, select the quorum witness, advanced quorum configuration. We'll go for select quorum witness because we have just aligned the drive, right? So we'll go for select quorum witness. Next. What do we never choose? Do not configure a quorum witness. Guys, this is not among the best practices as well. This is the worst thing that you can actually decide. Okay. So what do we need to do? Do we need to select file share or we need to select the disk share? We'll configure disk. Okay. So we'll be configuring a disk witness. Next. Which one do we need to select? Which one do we need to select? Right? How do we know?
Last one is three.
Can you see this? Which one do we need to select?
Second one.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's 1 GB, right?
Correct. So we'll go here. That is why I was telling you we can change the name here. If you want, you can change the name here. Where was it? Disk name. Here. Always try to confirm which one do you want to go for. If it is this, see, this is a data drive, right? Let me change it here only. So we will know, okay, this is the data drive. Apply. Okay. Okay. Which one is this? Click here. This is the quorum, right? Double click. Quorum. This was my mistake. I should have done it when I was explaining. Okay. Then this is the log file, right? Double click, name it as log drive. Just name it as log. Okay. Apply. Okay. So now we know which file, sorry, which drive is what, correct? Let me cancel this. Let me go from the starting. Right click, more actions, configure cluster. Next. Which one do we need to select? Quorum witness. Click. Which one? Disk witness, correct? Next. Now we know what we need to select. If still there is a confusion, always open it. Know how much space did you allotted it. Click. Next. It says, are we ready to continue? Press click. Click next. Next. Okay. It is done. Can you see this? Who is the witness now? Somebody is saying something. Question Shekhar, you're quite late, man. I was asking you yesterday the question you answered now. Okay. So we have a quorum now or not?
Yes.
Do we have a quorum? We have a quorum, correct? Now what do we do? We'll fail over. We'll fail over directly. This as well. Let's do a failover then. If you're saying right click, how do we do a failover? Right click, more action, move core cluster. Why don't I select best possible node? Sunil, what do you think? There is an option of best possible node. Quorum will decide which one is the best possible node. So why don't we go for this? Okay, there is one more question. This is for Sai. Sai, why do, okay, not why do. Okay, I'm taking back the question and there is another question. Okay, can we fail over from a failed over cluster? Sorry, node. Which one is not active? Or can we select, we can go anywhere, node 1, node 2. We can do the failover from anywhere. See, I'll show you. I'll make it easier for you. If you see, the host is node 1, correct?
Yes.
So I am at node 2. Can I do a failover from here? If yes, why? Go ahead. I said no. Why?
It's already failover.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys remember or not. The other day I failed over from that other node only. We had the host as node 1. I went over to show you node 2 if node 2 is configured or not. Then I told you, oh, node 2 seems to be configured already. Somebody else came in here. These were my words,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Then
yes.
I told you cluster works like this, correct? It has a setup already done. We already added node 1 and node 2 to the cluster setup, if you remember, correct? So we can fail over from any of these nodes, right? Go to more actions, configure cluster quorum. Oh, sorry, not configure. Right click, more actions, move core cluster. Ha, Sunil, back to you. Why don't we select best possible nodes? Ha, Sunil, tell me. This is very simple. I can tell you, you must be having it in your mind, but you're confused. Just think of it. Why don't we go for this one? A best possible node. Let me open this. You keep thinking about it. Let me go to my file. Keep thinking. If anybody else has anything to say about this, you can tell me. No problem. Go ahead. Anybody can speak. No problem. Here we are. Here. Okay. Let's say that this server is healthy, right? This is the active server, right? Correct.
Yes.
Let me go here. We had 4 servers, right? Where are the other persons? Let me go to page 1. This is the healthy server. Just consider these 2 nodes as well as secondary nodes. Okay. Don't consider it to be connected. You just consider it to be like this. Okay. So this is the active node connected to the application. Okay. This is the active node and it is connected to the application, right? The quorum sees that this node is healthy. Correct? If you'll go for the best node possible, what quorum will think is, okay, this node seems to be very healthy. Let me fail over. Okay. Then again, once it will be here, it will see this node is healthy. It will fail over. It will keep circulating. Okay. If not everywhere, it will keep circulating between these 2 nodes. Okay. If both the nodes are healthy. Okay. It is a machine. It works like that sometimes. Okay. So what we do is we don't go like that. Plus, there is one more thing. There is one more thing. Once we are here, okay, and we click this select node option. We still, if we have to change our mind, we can go back from here, right? But once we click to the best option, it will directly fail over, right? Once it will go back to node 2, it will think, okay, node 1 was healthy. Let's move back, right? And it will create a lot of nonsense. If you'll take this option in your real-time environment, here it might not work like that, but in real-time environment, the servers are more healthy, right? They are healthier than we have, right? If you remember when we were configuring this WSFC, we had a lot of red marks, right? But there the Windows people will have, the Windows team will actually make everything, every possible thing green, right? If there is a single red mark, they won't configure it. Okay, so the servers would be healthy. Let's go here. Let me double click and it will fail over, correct? Did it fail over?
Yes.
Sai? It was node 1, is it correct? Did it fail over?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Saiteja says yes. Correct. So it has failed over. Now where can we see our disks?
In node 1.
In node 1. Let me go to node 1. Oh, we don't have any disk. Now what? Who is the host, Sunil?
It is node 2.
So where will be the files? Where will be the drive?
In node 2 only.
Node 2 only, right? So why did you send me to node 1? Here it is. Okay.
Actually, before it was host is node 1, right? Then we see that this shared
Correct.
drives in node 2.
Correct. So this was the same question that the question you are asking me now is the same question I asked you then. I asked you the node 1 is the host. Why do we have all the drives here? I went to Asha as well. I went to Sai as well. I went to Shekhar as well. Do you remember now? Sunil, can you
Yes,
recall?
yes.
So this was the same question when what you were asking me.
Yes.
Why did it happen? And now when I'm failing it over, it stays there. Why is it not moving to the other drive, other node?
All the resources will be shared to which is active node.
Correct. Correct. So once you configure, it will automatically choose any node. Okay. It is not compulsory that it will go to the host first. Okay. Once the failover will happen, then the file will decide. Okay. Again, I'll tell you, if an application is assigned to the drive, then only the drives will change places. Okay. Now, if I'll go ahead, let me go back, right click, more actions, move core cluster, select node. Why is it showing select node 2 again? Refresh it. Right click, more action, cluster, select node. How is this possible? This is possible. Node 2, all of these are actually node 2. Okay. Yeah. Is my node 1 not healthy? Why the failover is not? Nodes are good. They are up and down. Nodes. Nodes are up and down. Why is this not coming? From node 1. Why node 1 is not available? Why is it taking the subnet? When did I assign this subnet? Did I? I assigned this, I remember. No, I guess I assigned as a private IP. Why is it not showing node 1? Just one little thing that I wanted to show you guys. It is up and running. Seems to be open to the ground. Node 1. Okay. Something was wrong, guys. I don't know what. Okay, I'll surely fetch it. Why it was happening. Let me go to. It says now the current host is node 1. Okay. Let's see it here. Why is it not showing? Okay. So the node 1 is the current host, right? So where should we have all the files? Forum is active, yes. Where should we have the drives now? Sunil? Node 1 should have all the drives, right? Let me go here. Oh, it says only quorum is here. Why the other drives didn't came? The other drives are here. Now what? See, this has also came to this shared drive, right?
Yes.
I don't know why it is not showing. It should show. Why? I don't know. But all the files would look like this. In the real-time environment, you will obviously have it like this. Okay. Once it will also fail over, it will also get corrected. No problem. But why do we see these two shared drives? The data and log file is here, but quorum has changed the place. Why has this happened? Can we fail over again? Let's try fail over. Let me go here. Let me select best node. Node 2 is up. Okay. Now see, before I could come, the quorum came in here, and it is gone from here, I guess. Why is this happening? Only quorum is changing the places. Why so? Why is this happening? Can we go ahead and we do the same thing again? Again, it is not showing. When something is wrong with this, you guys should have it. I'll find out why is this happening. But okay, I guess this felt bad. Okay, node 1 is here now again. Okay, let me check the drive. See, quorum is gone again. Only quorum is changing places. Why is this happening? Why is this happening?
Because it has all the information of active node.
Because it is associated with the cluster, right? The drives are still not associated with the cluster. They are just a shared drive. They need an application to fail over. Correct? When where is it? When does this failover happens? When the application has to switch from one node to another, correct? So at present, we do not have any application connected to it, right? We don't have any application connected to these servers. How will the failover happen? How will we know, okay, the failover is happening? We need a SQL server to be connected, right? Or we need an always on AG group, right? We need something to fail over, right? How will it fail over? What data is coming here that will switch? Let's say we have a SQL server or we have an application attached to this particular drive, these particular drives, right? If the failover will happen, these drives will be used on another node to store that data, right? But these drives are not connected. These are not associated with any application, right? That is why they didn't failed over. Are we good? Why did the quorum failed over then? Why did the quorum failed over alone? Because the quorum is associated with the cluster, right? It has to work. If an application is there, it has to work. If an application is not there, it will be working, right? When we are actually doing the failover, the quorum has to go there. Quorum has to keep an eye on the active node now, right? because he needs to know, okay, if the other node is active or not, if the other node is healthy or not, I can switch there or not. It has to keep an eye on that. So it will obviously move to the other node. Okay. Why all the resources are not moving? Because these resources are not yet being used, right? They are not attached to anything. They are not attached to any application right now, right? That is why these are not failing over. These are stuck in node 2. Where did it came when we actually assigned it? It came to node 2 and they are still here. If they would automatically come here in this drive, they will stay here only. Okay. Why the quorum is moving? Because the quorum is actually associated with the cluster. It has nothing to do with the application or something, right? It takes care if the application is getting failed over. If the application is going down, if the node is going down, it will take care that it should shift or everything, all the resources to the other node, right? But right now we are not connected to the application. So to check this, if this complete failover, as we said, will happen or not, what do we need? We need SQL clustering, correct? Yeah. We'll do that tomorrow morning. I wanted to do it now, but we have taken a lot of time. Anyways, we have 2 classes tomorrow. Okay, guys, what I want is, what I want you guys to do is to practice a lot. There are a lot of steps in clustering. Okay, it seems see, it is not very complicated, right? You've seen it, how it is done, right? How do we configure it? It is not that complicated, but the thing is that there is a lot of steps that we need to follow, right? So if you won't practice, you won't ever know, right? Watching me doing something is very, very easy, okay? Because everything and anything that is going to happen, I will be responsible, right? But if you will practice, you will know what all challenges are coming. Like, see, I myself am getting this challenge here. That when I'm trying to fail it over, what is happening? It is not showing me any other node apart from node 2, correct? Why is this happening? I will have to figure it out. So once something happens to you when you are practicing, you can come to me, right? I will also know if something new will be happening. I will also come to know, okay, this is what is happening. What can we do, right? Maybe I'll learn something new. Now we have filled over to node 2. Everything is done. Okay. Why node 1 is not coming? This is crazy. Select the destination node 1 or node for moving cluster resources from node 1. Anyways, according to it, it is on node 1 only. Something is wrong. I will fetch. Why is this happening? I'll tell you why was this happening. Tomorrow I'll tell you. This is the first time I've seen this. It never happened then. Okay. Anyways. So are we good till here?
Yes.
Please try to practice. I understand you won't get time tonight. Obviously it is night, so you won't get time tonight. Okay. I will be sharing this recording with you guys. You can go ahead and try it tomorrow. We will be configuring SQL clustering tomorrow. Okay, in the morning. Okay, are we good?